Today's video is about how to normalize the table inside Power Query. Here is our source table. Each row contains transaction details of a shop. In first row, shop name is Shop A. It has 3 transactions. You can see here product name and quantity sold. Here is our expected result. Separate column for shop, fruit name and quantity sold. First, I will walk you through the step-by-step process and then I will start this from scratch. Here, source step helps us to bring table into Power Query editor. Then table.toRows function converts the table into list of rows. List.Transform function applies transformation each row. Variable name row refers to one row from the table represented as list of values. Inside our transformation, we declare variables to make the code more readable. Shop name takes the first element of a row. Rest values helps us to skip the first element, leaving the rest of the elements as it is. Non-null helps us to remove any null values inside our list named as rest values. Pair step helps us to split the list named non-null into chunks of 2. Finally, combine step helps us to attach shop name at the front of each pair. Here, we flatten nested list of rows into one continuous list. It is now a simple list of rows ready to become a table. Finally, we convert the list of rows back into a proper table. Now I will start this from scratch here. Let me insert a step and I will start with table.toRows function. This will convert each row into a list. In order to transform inner list, I will start with List.Transform and I will declare a variable for each row. I will use the name row. You can provide any name here and then go to operator. I would like to pick first element of a row. For that I will use curly braces, which is row index operator. Power Query is 0 based, so in order to pick first item, I will use 0. Let me close parenthesis and click on this tick mark. It extracts shop name. I will do this later in our transformation. For now, I will start working with our rest of values. I will start with list.skip. In list argument, I will feed row. This will skip first item. I will use List.RemoveNulls function to remove any null values here. And see, no null values are here. In order to split this into chunks of 2 items, I will use List.Split function. In page size argument, I will place 2. Let me peek into the first list. You can see first row had 3 transactions. You can find all those 3 transactions here, but without shop name. In order to include shop name at the top, I will use List.Transform function. Here, to access each inner row, inner list, I will use the custom function each. The underscore refers to each inner list. We can only append a list with a list. So first I will try to extract shop name and then I will convert this into a list so that we can easily append this with our each inner list. Now let me close parenthesis and click on this tick mark. Now you will see shop names included at the top. In order to flatten this list, I'll use List.Combine function. It will combine all inner list. These are all our rows in our table. Now I can use table.FromRows function. Convert this list within list structure into a table. This is our expected result. We can provide column names here using the second argument in table.FromRows. I will feed column names inside the list. First one is shop name, second column product, third column name is quantity. I will close parenthesis and click on the tick mark. This is our expected result. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.